Why is it that individuals with the highest levels of formal education are often the ones who oversee the most bafflingly total collapses? There is an ancient parable about a guru graduating his final 4 students. 3 of them are masters of theoretical knowledge, having memorized every text and complex framework available to them. The 4th student, Chandrakant, possesses no such academic honors. His education is rooted entirely in practical observation and common sense. As they begin their travels, the 3 scholars treat Chandrakant as an inferior. They decide he should only accompany them as a servant, believing that his lack of formal schooling makes him a liability to their brilliance. This dynamic highlights a common oversight. High-level technical mastery can effectively hide a complete lack of basic survival intuition. The group leaves the sheltered environment of the ashram, where the rules were predictable and the stakes were purely academic. They are entering a reality vacuum, stepping into a world where they have massive capability but zero experience in managing the consequences of that power in an unscripted environment. In a chaotic world, the ability to solve a textbook problem matters less than the ability to recognize which problems shouldn't be solved in the first place. Without a grounding environment to guide it, raw knowledge functions less like a tool and more like an unguided missile. The group eventually encounters a pile of scattered, unidentified bones in the middle of a jungle path. While a passerby might see a warning sign of a nearby predator, the scholars see a canvas. To them, these bones are an opportunity to demonstrate their intellectual superiority. The first scholar utilizes his anatomical training to perfectly reassemble the skeleton, proving he can reconstruct the complex frame of a once-living creature. This harmless display of skill sets a competitive baseline for the group. Each scholar now feels the need to prove they are even more capable than the last. When ego enters the equation, neutral data is no longer processed for safety or context. It is processed for its potential to provide social validation. Seeking to one-up his peer, the second scholar synthesizes muscle and skin, wrapping them around the reassembled bones. The physical data is now unmistakable. The shape and the claws reveal the creature to be a lion, the jungle's apex predator. This maps the data processing. Chandrakant routes apex predator to survival. The scholars divert the threat warning into an experiment success loop. Their danger is invisible behind technical validation. Their goal to complete the experiment supersedes staying alive. Having all the data in the world is useless if the system processing it is designed to prioritize personal achievement over objective reality. The third scholar now prepares his final move, breathing life into the predator, purely to ensure his peers do not overshadow his own mastery. This is the final break from their guru's teachings. They have moved from using knowledge for the welfare of others to using it as a vehicle for vanity. Chandrakant warns them that bringing the lion back to life violates the basic laws of nature and will lead to their destruction. The scholars mock him, interpreting his concern for safety as the fear of a simpleton who cannot grasp the beauty of their work. Realizing logic cannot overcome their hubris, Chandrakant physically removes himself from the situation, climbing a tree to find a safe vantage point. True practical intelligence often appears like cowardice to those who are currently blinded by their own capabilities. The third scholar completes his work. Life returns, and the lion's predatory instincts take over the moment its eyes open. The aftermath is immediate. The lion acts exactly as a lion should, killing the 3 men, so focused on the how, they forgot to ask why. There is a heavy irony in the fact that the scholars' greatest technical achievement was also the exact mechanism of their downfall. In this specific case, their mastery didn't protect them, it provided them with the tools to build their own executioner. Above, Chandrakant watches from the safety of the tree, the only one left to witness the result of the experiment. The story highlights a stark divide. Intelligence is the capacity to perform a task, but wisdom is the foresight to understand the result of that task. Without the anchor of common sense, academic knowledge is a powerful engine without a steering wheel.